got something. This right here is a Flexispot Sit-Stand Automated Desk Base. I'm making the desktop. This is a desk base. Let's unbox this thing and see what's in here. But let me just say first, this thing must be very solid because it is very heavy. But before we get started, I like cookies. Alright, let's get started unboxing this thing. Wow. Look at all of this stuff. Look how that's neatly packaged. Comes with a Wellness Workspace Solutions. Alright, I'm not going to completely bore you with me building this the whole entire time. So, let's just make it vlog seconds of like 10 seconds of me building this thing. And then I'm going to show you what in the world this thing is about. But before I get into putting it together, I would like to thank Flexispot because they actually sent me this for free, which is awesome. They liked what I was doing on my YouTube channel. I've actually been in the market for a sit-stand desk, and they reached out just as I was looking into them, and they offered to send me one for free. That. I'm not even touching anything, look. It's going down on its own. Okay, bring it back up. That was just a test. I'm gonna bring it back up. So I set it at the very lowest it could be on the preset, and all you have to do is hit the button and it takes you all the way down. Look, I've only had regular old desks that I never even got to pick out. They're always hand-me-downs or I didn't have a desk. So this is amazing to me, the fact that we're able to just hit a button and it'll go to your proper preset sitting condition or standing condition. There's 3 presets on this. And don't worry, Future Force will be here in about a minute or 2 in this video to show you guys the finished product. So this is what you get out of the package after you assemble it. So basically, of course, you have your legs, you have this bar right here, which in all honesty, I wasn't 100% sure that this was going to be connected to one another. I almost thought that it was going to be independent legs or maybe just a little sliver through the middle. So I was kind of worried about the durability of the desk I was building. But with this is a very sturdy center that I could put, it says 200 pounds on. I'm sure they're just underestimating to be safe. But I'm very confident to put my desk on here and then put my computer or what have you on top of my desk. Whether I put my actual tower on top of it, I'm not sure. I want to figure out a way to mount that under, but you guys will see that here in a sec. I just wanted to show you guys what you get out of the package. And here are the brains. Essentially, this talks to the motors and the legs. And this is plugged in to the power, so it's a power supply, to the power, to each leg, that's what these are, and then to our controls. And on our controls, as you can see, we have a down-up button, we have a 1, 2, and 3 preset, so you can set 1 at your sitting position, 2 at your standing position, and 3 at, I don't know, maybe you have another chair that you like to use, like a stool, and that's kind of like in the middle. They also have, the Flexispot company has a product where it's essentially an elliptical, like, you know, one of the stationary bikes. I think that's I don't think that's an elliptical, but a stationary bike that you would sit on and you would just be essentially working out while you work. That's not my thing, but that may be your thing, and that's why, a big reason why they have the 3rd preset. Sit, stand, bicycle, stationary bike. And then M is how you set those. Basically what you do is you hit M and then you hit 1 in order to set your current height at 1, and then if you want to set your standing height, you raise this all the way up to a place that feels comfortable. You hit M and then you hit 2. And what this A is for, you hit the A and it will remind you, it starts a countdown timer, 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, it will remind you to stand again, because A lot of people say for every hour or for every 45 minutes you're sitting, you should stand for 15 minutes. So 15 minutes within a 1 hour span, you should be standing. For me, I think I'm going to be standing more than I'll be sitting. But I guess that depends if I'm playing games or if I'm actually working. So I'll definitely update you guys later down the road just to tell you how this thing is. But right now, I'm really, really excited. So let's go ahead and jump on to Future Forest, where all of this is essentially my desk setup. Well, thanks for the introduction, Past Forest. That is very nice of you. What a nice guy. But he did forget to ask you guys to subscribe. If you're watching this video all the way until we're almost at the end of it, I think you either like me, you like my content, or something. 'Cause I must be doing something right. And I really would like it if you guys subscribe. Don't hit the subscribe button if you've already hit it, because that would unsubscribe you. But if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and just recommend some content down in the comment section for you to see. I normally go over iOS development stuff. This, I think, is important for iOS developers because we're sitting at our desks standing, or sitting all day, not standing. And we need something like this to either remind us to take a walk every 45 minutes or remind us to stand every 45 minutes. And we do need to be standing instead of sitting for 8 hours a day. You know, we need to sit 30 minutes on, stand 30 minutes on, sit 30 minutes on. Whatever process, whatever little pattern that you find works best for you, that keeps you active and on task, you need to figure that out for yourself. But I do recommend us standing a bit more than we probably are. And yes, I know this does sound like a bit of an ad, and to be honest with you, it kind of is. If you watch any type of review video, it's essentially an ad. And this isn't even so much of a review because I just got the product. It's a first look. But I do believe at the first look at this desk that this is a product that every iOS developer needs. We need a sit-stand desk that works well. And to kind of add on to that, I am leaving an Amazon link to this product. It's bigger brother, which is a more sturdy, it'll hold more weight sit-stand desk, as well as a sit-stand desk topper or a riser. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Essentially, if you already have a desk, I'm sure it's a sitting desk, you can put this on top of it. It'll hold your monitor, kind of like a monitor stand and where you put your keyboard and mouse. It'll work regular. And then if you rise it up, it'll turn your desk essentially into a standing desk. I think it's kind of cool, but I needed a whole new desk altogether. That's why I asked for this one. And yes, I did get this sent to me for free. I already said that. I just wanted to reiterate, but I'm not being paid to say any of this. If this was a crap product, I would tell you that it's a crap product, or I just wouldn't make a video on it altogether. So I'm telling you, from what I can see from this first look, it is a good product. I'll update you guys down the road, maybe in a few months, to tell you whether or not this is as good as it seems right out of the box. And yes, I have been talking without addressing the elephant in the room, and that is these two little things sticking out. This is part of the arms of the desk where your tabletop is supposed to sit. And I made this tabletop, put some boards together, glued them, stained them, made them look how I wanted them to look. But I only put 3 when I should have put 4. If I would have put 4, I would have had all of this covered up, all of this covered up, ignore this little wire right here, and it would have looked a whole lot better, but that's my fault. I think I am going to end up just adding on another board to this. I just don't know when, because I've already bolted this whole entire thing to the desk. I just needed a desk, and it's working for me so far. What I'm going to do with this actual setup, it's not going to be my laptop. It's actually, let me put that on the ground because that's misleading. What it's actually going to be is I'm going to have a monitor, as you guys seen in past videos. I'm going to have my computer tower, and I don't know, I'm not going to hold it on the desk. I kind of want to figure out a way to hang it from this cross beam down below that's kind of making my whole desk sturdy. And I want to have it hanging from there so I don't have wires just hanging. If it's on the ground, then they're just hanging there. And I would love it if it was just off the ground in order for the fans on the bottom of it to run well, because if it's on carpet, they won't run too well because it'll be muffled by the carpet. So I'm going to do my best to figure out a way, maybe ratchet straps or something, to hang it from the bottom of this crossbeam. But for now, I'm just going to put it on the ground, because right after I sign off of this video, I'm going to show you guys a cool little edit just of my setup once I set it up with my monitor, my mouse, my keyboard, which I still have yet to update, go figure, and my computer tower. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Of course, this isn't going to be everyone's setup on this channel, because Most of y'all are iOS developers. I'm an iOS developer, and I want to consolidate my whole entire setup into one new MacBook Pro, but budget doesn't allow for it right now, so I'm stuck with my PC, my desktop PC, as well as my 2012 MacBook. And I say stuck with because I love them both. It's just kind of, it would be easier to have one thing, and I would also be less distracted playing video games on my desktop PC because I wouldn't really be gaming on a Mac. But enough of that. I know Passforce actually talked about the functionality of this desk, the up, down buttons, self-explanatory, and then the 1, 2, 3 presets, and then the M button in order to set the presets. But I also want to talk about this A button. I already addressed it, but the A button is a remind button that it starts a 45-minute timer, and after 45 minutes, it lets you know you should stand. So they kind of recommend sit 45 minutes, stand 15 minutes. I know I already said I think I want to be standing more than sitting. Maybe I may figure out a pattern where I sit when I'm playing around, and then when I'm actually working, I stand. Because a lot of people will have two different desks, or maybe they'll have an office and they'll have a home office, where at one is kind of playing around or light work, and the other one is deep into programming or deep into whatever their work is. And I kind of want to set that for myself. I kind of had a method to my madness before where on my desktop I would have all my work, and then I would stay after at work or go to a library in order to do some of the coding or some of my schoolwork and things of that nature. But for now, I really like this room, I really like this desk and the ability to sit stand, so I'm going to figure out a way to balance the two within this one desk. I'll keep you guys posted. But enough of me. This is about the desk, so let me show you guys that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.